So on my blog post that'll below, you can actually click if you want to use the same files that I did on my project here, and it will take you into Design Space. Okay, so it takes you into, this is my file here with all of the things on here. You don't have to cut all these things. If you don't want to, you can delete them. To see everything, you can come down here to the zoom and minus it, and so you can see everything. So this one I didn't end up cutting, but I have that one in here. But like I said, you can also delete it out if you don't want to. So here's the main one I'm cutting out, and then I cut out these snowflakes in a frost color, so they are a different color. So when you go into Make It, we'll say one of them is bigger, which is fine. The long one is bigger. So like I said about the mirror setting, like these snowflakes, since they're not, it doesn't matter which way they go, if they're on backwards or not. It doesn't matter if you cut them out mirror. I selected mirror just to make it easier for me on all of them. But this one definitely, since it has letters in it, unless you want to put these up one by one, you will need to cut it out on mirror. So I'm gonna click that to mirror, and you'll see everything turns around. And then when we click continue, it's gonna connect to my Cricut machine. I have my maker on. And then you're gonna set the material. And for me, I always just find it easy to browse all materials and to search. And I'm just gonna put in window cling, so it comes up right here. So I'm gonna click on this one and click done. And you will see that it says to load the tools. It's just the basic fine point blade. And then I'm gonna lay the window cling down on my mat with the liner side down. So here's the window cling. I'm gonna put it on my mat with the liner side down. And my mat is really not sticky anymore. I need to get new ones, so I'm just gonna add some blue tape just so it doesn't move on me. Okay, and then we're just going to weed off the extra vinyl. Okay, and then the little pieces in here. Okay, so the first thing I did was to clean my window just to make sure it's nice and clean. And then you're just gonna line it up in the middle of your window wherever you want it. And I add blue tape to the bottom. And then I'm making sure that it's straight with a ruler on the side and just kind of measuring it so it's centered there. And just keep moving it around until everything is as straight and where you want it. And then once everything is good, I added another piece of tape to the bottom just so it won't move. And then you're going to use some kind of scraper or a credit card or something and just start scraping it down. So this will transfer the window cling off of that paper and onto the window. And you'll even see as you're scraping it that the color will kind of change a little bit because it's come off the paper. And then once you're done with that, you're going to start pulling away the backing, and some of it might come up, but just scrape it back down a little bit on the paper, or you can use your finger and press it down. Okay, so I have one layer up. Now I'm going to add the white on. So I just lined it up. The candy cans are pretty easy to line up on both sides. I just lined the white up where the stripes would be on both of the candy canes, so I didn't have to worry about measuring it or anything. And again, added a piece of blue tape to the top of it so it stays put. And then I started scraping it down again to get all of the white pieces onto the window. And again, you can put this on glass or any non-porous surface. It's not going to work well on a wall, so it needs to be something like a glassware, vases, mirrors, windows, things like that. So then I'm going to pull off of that backing. And once that paper is off, I just went back with my scraper and just kind of scraped it down gently just to make sure it's real snug on there. But again, this isn't an adhesive, so it won't leave any residue when I take it off. And it's all set to go. And so then I just use a dry erase marker to write on the window. And it's an easy way for my kids to write on there and just change the days. And then I just used a cloth to wipe it off and to put on the next day. So super quick and easy Christmas decor.